Hard act to follow. But we'll talk about this lady here. She recently won a record-equaling 7th world surfing title. But Steph Gilmore says there was one thing that actually topped it all last year. The Aussie surfing superstar is bursting with pride at being part of a year of empowerment for women, including finally getting equal pay for female surfers. Now, next on the horizon is representing Australia for the first time at the Olympics. But she's having a bit of a quick break back home, and I managed to catch up with Steph for this exclusive chat.
Your 2018 Women's World Surf League champion, Stephanie Gilmore.
She's officially the best in the world, and Steph Gilmore is now almost the best of all time, equalling Layne Beachley's record at the end of last year. A huge congratulations on your 7th world title win. Has it sunk in?
It definitely has, but it's also such a wild thought. Like I obviously dreamed of being a world champion multiple times when I was young, and to finally reach this moment of equaling Layne, number 7, is it's insane. I'm so happy.
Well, it's interesting because you said that winning the world title was huge for you last year, but you almost said it was, you felt like you were part of a bigger moment in time in terms of this era of empowering women.
Definitely, and of course when you win a couple of world titles, you start to really think about what they mean and what can they be used for, because, I mean, personally they're a great feeling to win, but at some point you have to really use that platform for something much bigger than yourself. And I love inspiring girls to be just confident in who they are, authentic to themselves, and going out there and just chasing after their dreams and goals and not being afraid to speak up.
Yeah, I know. The 30-year-old has been enjoying a well-earned break at her home break at Tweed Heads this last week, reflecting on a massive year. And surprisingly, she believes the world title win wasn't the highlight. You said you still feel young. Have you looked down the track at, when the end might be, or that doesn't even cross your mind yet? No,
that hasn't crossed my mind at all. And there's so many wonderful things happening in surfing and for females in sport, and I really feel like just being involved in just like this female empowerment movement right now is a great feeling. And to think of the Olympics and, to have all these new opportunities and new goals in surfing, it's a wonderful thing. So we'll see what happens, but I feel like I'm just getting started, really.
Were there periods in the middle there where you thought, next generation's got me?
Yeah, definitely. And all of the press was just talking about how, I think Steph might be done now, and she's probably won't ever come back from that. And I remember obviously being frustrated by it, but just using it as fuel for the fire. I remember feeling like, okay, well, I'll just prove you wrong.
Steph was crowned ASP World Champ on December 26, 2010 for the 4th year in a row. She was seemingly invincible. But the following day, her life changed forever. Gilmore was brutally assaulted with an iron bar by a thug outside her Tweed Heads apartment. That attack, what was harder to overcome, the physical scars or the mental scars?
Definitely the mental scars, but I mean, physically I wasn't able to surf for a couple of months, and it was, the first time in my life that I couldn't go surfing for a long time. And I think that sort of led into, that feeling of just losing that confidence, and feeling like I couldn't do it anymore. But it was just, it took time. Probably took me a good year or two to really overcome it mentally and emotionally. And it was a really great learning curve, just learning how to accept that you can't change the past. So it's about just looking onto the bright side and moving forward.
Summer has seen Steph focus on a different sport for a while, tennis. Or more specifically, cheering on her good mate Ash Barty. Fierce, ambitious and as naturally talented as they come. This pair of mighty young women is at the very forefront of the boom in women's sport in Australia.
Watching her actually at the Australian Open, I've never been so nervous before in my life. Watching her, and a friend of mine who was working with her said, is there anything you want to tell her? And right before that match, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm really nervous. No, I just said, rock and roll, go and have fun.
As for what's next for this happy-go-lucky champ, well, Gilmore is expected to continue riding the wave of success all the way to the Tokyo Olympics in 2020, where surfing is set to make its debut. How exciting is it for you to have that on the horizon?
To have the opportunity to go to the Olympics is an incredible idea. I mean, as a young girl, I watched Kathy Freeman win the gold, and I just fell in love with that. Like I never thought I'd ever get the chance to go to the Olympics because I didn't chase after any of those other sports. So to have that opportunity now is really, really cool. And I mean, to have a gold medal, who wouldn't want to do that?
This might not have crossed your mind, but I've got a sneaking suspicion you could be in the mix to be our flag bearer.
Oh, really?
Well, it just sounds good. 7 times world champion, new sport coming in, a powerful woman who sets an agenda. You heard it here first, Today Show 2019.
That'd be great. I'd love to. Every time I watch the opening ceremonies, it just seems like a wonderful environment, and the atmosphere just is so electric, and I'd love to go and do that, and yeah, to bear the flag. Oh my gosh, what an honour.
Wow, what a terrific lady.
I stand by. I reckon she's every chance to be the flag bearer so long as she makes the team.
Yeah.
And, a 7 times world champion and someone who, as I said, just is such a woman of stature. It's going to be interesting, the surfing in Tokyo. In Tokyo. She was saying they're trying to find the right surf break. There's this place called Chiba. And she said it's every chance it'll be waves lower than their knees. So they're trying to now build a wave pool there.
Wow.
So they might have to compete on man-made waves.
There you go. If anyone can do it, it's the Japanese. They're so creative,
exactly.
Innovative.
Really great chat, though.
But she's a champion and just such a no ego, no pretense about her. She's just a down-to-earth Aussie girl. She's fantastic.
Humble sports people. Who'd have thought that would be something we would welcome? Good on you.
Nice one, Tom.
Thank you.